Space. Find some space. Thanks. Oh, yeah.
Are you going to record?
Sorry? Yeah. Sorry?
Are you going to mute everybody?
Yes. Good thinking. Mute all. Thank you.
As your Chen.
Thank you.
You get 5. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. Well done, everybody. Yeah, I think the wind's put people on. Down. You want to just let your arms relax and you're turning the waist. That's it. Yeah, so those of you in the room, you might be better off facing me or seeing me from the side.
Don't stand behind her and spin out.
Yeah.
Would you like to go this end or that end? Going up, so I'm going over there.
Yeah.
But I've been lonely on the way.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's nice. So you want to relax the arms and turn the waist. So we'll have to, we will, because I was late arriving, we'll have to go to 35 past just because it's the choir's coming, yeah. So they'll just have to cope. I mean, we've been coming here for over a year and only
They won't come for that fast.
they won't come till 1:30, they'll just have to wait 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. We were having traffic issues in Burwell with wind. I don't know if it's windy where you are.
Let's to avoid at the moment.
Once you got into it.
They've got traffic lights everywhere and they're shutting roads. So here we go. We're just breathing and turning the waist and relax the arms and breathing. You want your knees shoulder width apart and also the knees are in line with the toes. So we're going to have a look at silk reading today. And then we open the arms, that's it. Nice. So relax the shoulders, relax the shoulders. Can we see okay? Do you want me to put the lights on? All right, good. So hopefully I'll be able to escape from reach and get over to where I'm supposed to be later.
Where are you going next?
He's stood the care home, so
Bramley.
Bramley, yeah.
You can go that way. That's
Should be fine, yeah.
How did Monday night go?
It went okay. We could have done with a couple more people, but there were a lot of people off sick that couldn't make it. We just do a bit of bounce. But hopefully the numbers will build and it'll be fine. And we also had a bit of an issue with the there's a children's dance class thing that they use the whole they put in place every day pretty much, apart from one evening. And it brings the school a lot of money in, but next week they're going to shut the doors and hopefully the thumping music won't be quite as that. So it was a few little teething issues, but it's a lovely big space. Yeah. Lovely big space. So I'm hoping to do some board sword there. So we're just breathing. And then shake. So yeah, it's so zoomy you can just see what I'm doing. So you're very welcome to be in the video, but just try and stand so you can stay a little bit further out so we're not confusing people. Okay, we'll just whiz through the loose thing and then we'll get on with some silk reading, I think. Now it's a little bit cooler and less hot, and we can think a bit better. I'd like to do the punching exercise because I was with my friend Karen, turned the palms up, and we were going through these exercise videos. And there is a punch in the form, just one punch, and it might be nice to just look at that. So palms up, that's it, very nice. And then I'll turn around, and we're doing this one. So transfer the weight and turn, transfer the weight and turn. That's not bad. Okay, let's look at this a little bit more clearly. So what you want to do when you're doing this, you want to stay upright, especially if you're sitting down in the chair. You want to stay upright. So let's just practice transferring the weight from one side to the other. I've got my chair here actually. I'll just do a little bit of explanation. Come a bit closer. So when you're in a chair, it's much more subtle. So you're feeling it in the foot and the sitting bone, and then you're feeling it in the foot and the sitting bone, and you can kind of exaggerate by leaning a bit in the chair, which you wouldn't do so much in the standing up. But with a chair, the angles and the biomechanics, you sometimes need to do slightly different things. So standing, you're more upright, you want to stay upright. Sitting, just little things, you just lean a little bit. You can lean a little bit, or you don't need to lean at all. You can practice, have an experiment. You can experiment when you, and then that gives you quadratus lumborum a little bit for the workout as well. Very good. So we want to. So it's almost like we're going down into the foot. You go down into the foot. So yeah, you want to stay upright. Upright. So look, you're bending. So look what I'm doing. I'm bending the knee. Bending the knee. So you want to go into the leg. That's better. Great. That's much better. Yeah, well done for braving this. Very strong wind, 45 miles an hour, was it?
Gusts.
Gusts. They were very gusty because it was like whoosh, all through. So we're feeling the ground, feeling the ground. Now this time, go to your left leg, unless you're facing the same direction as your left leg. To your left leg, and then what we do is we turn the waist so that our eyes are looking towards the right corner, but we're in our left leg. So you want to stay in that leg, then you unwind, you transfer the weight, you sink. And then you turn. Bless you. The problem with all them dust, I think it brings up more dust, and that makes you sneeze. And the pollen, yeah, definitely. It's I can really, you know, on the So how to do? That's almost correct. Have another look from the back. Look. You go into the right leg, turn to the left corner. So what you want to avoid doing is moving away before you need to. So you want to be really in that leg, and then you're turning on that leg. That's it. Then you transfer the weight and turn. So you want to be in that time. You're twisting the hip then, aren't you? No, you're turning. Turning. The hip, or the hip. Both hips will turn slightly to the corner, and the shoulder will turn to the corner, but your weight will be on that leg. So that's a bit too much. You're not doing that. We're doing this. Both arms are in front. Oh, both arms are in front or to the side. So you're not twisting, you're turning. So yeah, so you want to be in your left leg. You want to be in your left leg. So I want to bend my right leg. No, you want to be in your left leg. You want to be in your left leg. So that means you're in your left leg, then you transfer the weight, and then you're in your right leg, and then you turn it. And then, yeah, it's a bit counterintuitive. And also, we don't do this normally. So you transfer your weight, you turn the waist, turn the hips and the shoulders. You transfer your weight, left leg, feel the left leg, feel that left leg, then turn. And then you transfer, you sink, and you turn. That's better. And then you do the arms. So you come up, one in front, one behind. One in front, one behind. So it's all about being clear about which leg, which side your weight is going through, and where you're facing when you turn. So I'm not twisting my spine because this is moving and this is moving, and my spine pretty much, yeah, like this. One in front, one behind. Middle, one in front, one behind. That's it. Middle, one in front, one behind. And you want to relax the arms. That's much better. Yeah, you're much more upright. Well done, those people on Zoom. Yeah, and then one, yeah, that's good. And the arms drop. So just have a little check out. So what's happening with the arm, the quality of the arms, is they drop before they fold, then they drop before you go to the T shape. So you go T shape, fold the arms, but there's this drop. It needs to go to the drop point before you either go up or go down. It's the same in the chair. Same in the chair, so that's what's happening. It's quite tricky, isn't it? And you want your knees in line with the toes. So there's a gap between the knees.
I find that really close to the back of my right leg. Just there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's all kinds of but by doing it both sides over and over again, that will strengthen up. That leg will strengthen up, and there will be no problem. Yeah. That's it. That's not bad. So the other thing you need to do is you actually need to physically touch your body with your arms. Unless you're in a chair, then it rests against the side of the chair and this comes across. So you're physically touching and you're physically touching. When you do the folding section, it folds against your body. Then there's a T shape, you transfer the weight and turn, it folds against your body. There's a T shape, you transfer the weight and turn, it folds against your body. T shape against the body. T shape against the body. T shape, drop against the body. Drop, T shape, drop against the body. So you're dropping your arms and then folding. And that's it. And then what you want to do is you want to get your loud one point to rest against your long one point. That's the final thing. Loud one, long one. Forearm, mean men. The mean men point on the back, you're resting it against there. So you want to be very specific as to what you're doing. And you want to relax the arms. The arms are relaxed. Relax the arms. So they fall into place. That's better. T shape, fold. T shape, fold. T shape, fold. T shape, fold. That's much better. Yeah, that's what's happening. So just relax. So you'll notice when I was specific about what's going on, that's a lot of detail. And it's quite hard to get all that detail, but eventually with practice, you'll be able to look at movement and get that level of detail just by observing and trying it out. So let me just reiterate that. Don't watch. So we achieve neutral, you're in a T shape. You transfer the weight. You turn the waist, the arms drop down to the dropping point first. Then as you turn this arm, now one, lung one, mid-men across the back. Unless you're in a chair, then you'll just rest. Then you come back, you transfer the weight, you turn your hips and shoulders. Show you from the side. Transfer the weight. So you stay in that leg, then you move, you stay in that leg and show you from the back. It's like this. So don't forget to let the arms drop. Let the arms drop before they come up. Let the arms drop before they come up. Good. So that's what I'm doing. I'm touching my arms against my body. I'm turning my weight. I'm staying upright. I'm transferring the weight. I'm noticing which side I'm on and which side I'm turning to. So opposite way. So opposite, opposite. Right leg, left corner. Left leg, right corner. Right leg, left corner. Left side, right corner. Right side, left corner. Left side, right corner. Right side, left corner. So you wanna almost. So try and be more mindful of where your weight's going. I think that's the moral to that story. So if we go back to this one, notice which leg you're in more. Notice which leg you're in more. Yeah, that's it. Fantastic. Okay, we'll work on that one again because it's quite a good one for balance, cultivating balance. So again, if you're in the chair, you can have a play around with this thing. You can do it like that if you want. Or you can do it like that. Or make it small or make it big. Yeah. And then we go like this. Turn the waist, turn the waist. So the waist is, I think, is a bit of a mistranslation. The more I think about it, because obviously the people who translated things from Chinese to English didn't necessarily practice Tai Chi, so they might not know what the correct or study anatomy and physiology, so they don't necessarily know. Because one of my friends is a translator, and or was it an interpreter? He does both. He'll get sent the script in Portuguese or something, and he'll have to translate it into English, or he does Portuguese, French, Italian, and Spanish, all into English. Each country has their own set of kind of appropriate colloquialisms. So rather than literally translating, they have to translate so that it makes sense in that language, which might not be a literal translation. And I suspect when they were talking about waist from Chinese to English, so no one really knows. So when I say turn the waist, I'm talking about this and this, as well as a little bit of this, and then there's definitely something happening in the middle that you can feel. So I'll show you that from the side. So again, like this, and the arms are just, you can do it with the arms like this as well, actually, with add a little bit of stretch the fingers, and then that does that, or you can just relax the fingers off, you get more of a bend in the elbows. So there's different ways of doing things. And again, in a chair, you can lean a bit, or you can be upright, and both right and front. Okay, wobbling. Wobbling is very tricky. I've been trying to do wobbling for about coming up for 20 years now. Still don't quite. Okay, great, very good. So we'll keep plugging away at that. Let's do some silk reading, lots of silk reading. So take a slightly wider stance and just put your hands on your waist. We can have your hands nice and relaxed. We're going to transfer the weight. We're going to transfer the weight. Now this time, before we were turning away from the weighted leg, this time we're turning on the weighted leg. So we like this, and we turn. So which actually makes a lot more sense. So we're going towards, turning towards the leg that you're going to. So you want your knees in line with the toes. Knees in line with the toes. So your feet flat on the floor. Okay, and then put your hands on your hip, go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you raise and as you lower, you turn the waist. That's it. Transfer the weight, turn the waist. 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 Quite big. You don't have to go that big. It can be slightly, you need to be slightly wider than shoulder width. You need to be wider than shoulder width. You can do it like that. That was quite a lot. Try the other side. So we start here. So I can transfer my, I'll go big, then you can see what's happening with the weight transfer. So I'll just show you that from the back. Look, goes out at the top, in at the bottom. Out at the top, in at the bottom. Out at the top, in. So make sure your arm is going in the correct direction. That's the other trick. Big breathing, very nice. Fabulous. Okay, have a little shake out. I'm just going to grab my water because it's quite humid, isn't it? Yeah, I reckon we're going to get some. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to open the back door. I'm just going to go and open the door because we're quite humid in here. Go and grab some water. Yeah. Oh, it's raining a bit. That's good. And then. I won't open it yet, that's better. It's got that atmosphere, hasn't it, when it pushes down. I reckon we're going to get some lightning in thunder, at least I hope so. I think that would be a good thing. What degree is it going to be? 1. 1. There, absolutely. Yeah. It's going to go on to 5. Oh, that was amazing. Did everyone remember to pay me? Because we did it. Yeah. No, thanks for that. That will go towards my bills. My phone says Ramen umbrella at 14:30. Okay.
Did you like it?
Bit later. That was silk reading number 1. So the theme is, and you can do them sitting down as well. If you, yeah. The theme is, now we're going to do silk reading number 2. So I transfer, so it's knowing the transfer of weight, and it's the same in the, just show you that in a chair. Oh, this is. So I'm feeling it in my sitting bone of my foot, and I'm turning my waist. And it's, yeah, that's it, yeah, well done, Louise, that's great. Perfect. So that was the silk reading number 1. Now silk reading number 2 goes in the other direction. But the feet are the same, so we'll set it up in the set. Let's just get our feet right. So you transfer the weight, and then you turn towards the weighted leg. Then you transfer the weight, and then you turn towards the weighted leg. So we're just feeling it. So you're feeling the weight transfer. Now actually what we'll do is we'll stay in the middle, and we'll do this turning movement. Let's do that. Watch out for your friends. So in a wide stance, you don't have to go as wide as me, but definitely be wider than that, just so you can feel what's going on. We'll come back to silk reading number 2 in a minute. Let's just do a thing. So now you can do 2 turns per leg. So you transfer your weight. So this is really, we did this in class on a Wednesday night the other week with Mike. So transfer, turn, transfer, turn. So how are our knees today? All right. Let's sort these out first and see if that helps. We'll do some knee exercise. So I'll come a bit closer so people see. So you make a cup shape around your knee, and we go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then what you do is you have it like that, and you go behind. I'll go behind that way, and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then what you do is you tap. You do look with a fist. You tap round there. Tap, 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 tap. That's it. And then you massage using it. That's it. Oh, lovely. Oh, that's so much nicer. So. Okay, and then just rub the knee, and then brush the knee off. Yeah, don't go too enthusiastic with the whacking. Then if you've got a replacement knee, what you're doing is you're improving the circulation around the knee. Now do it the other side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Little taps from behind, massages, and then brushing, just brush any tension off there. Right, and then shake it. That should feel a bit. That's what I'm it really is not that stressful. I'm going to try that one and then try that one. Isn't that wonderful? So if you're having some knee things, don't go too hard. Don't, because you don't do a nice firm, but not, not too much. No bashing indeed, no bashing. And then now try moving. But, yeah, but good. Yeah. Issues, and then just and obviously, is it common? What are those oils you're supposed to eat? And omega oil. Yeah, if you do that, a combination of vitamin D, obviously, and then you've got your knee, massage around the knee because of the circulation. If you can improve the circulation around the knee joint, it doesn't ache as much. Look at that. So it means then you can bend the knee. So you want to bend the knee, and because we fixed the knee a bit, I don't know how long it lasts for, but I've done this twice already, and my knees felt really good when I checked. But
well, I must admit we did it Monday, didn't we?
we did, didn't we? Yeah.
We've got it now. But I've noticed the difference.
Yeah.
Yesterday I noticed the difference
Oh.
in my knees.
Did your knees feel different on Tuesday then? Oh, well, how brilliant. Okay, it lasts the next day. That's good to know. That's good to know. So, yeah. And I mean, you can experiment, like if you're having a hit, you might want to try seeing if that works with a hip. I've not tried it with a hip personally, but if it works with a knee, maybe it will work with an ankle or hip. No. You find these things out by trying. So now we're going back to the turn. That should be a bit easier. Now we're going to look at the silk reading number 2. So you start down here, and you turn, and the palm comes up. Then you transfer, the hand comes across, and then you turn, and the palm comes down. So when Grandmaster Chen Wang, although he's semi-retired and he moved back to China and doesn't go all over the world anymore, it comes across and down. He was very particular about where he places his hands in relation to the, he was very specific about what he does. It looks amazing, but so smooth and flowing. And he has his lovely silk suits on the music. So. And I can't give you the poster for Overstrand, so we won't be doing anything anywhere near as complicated as if in the Pleasance at Overstrand. There's a residential weekend, Friday the 6th of October to Sunday the 8th of October at the Pleasance in Overstrand. They've got cooked breakfasts, there's roast dinner on a Sunday. There's yummy food all day, there's tea, there's coffee, and then lots of the tea breaks and cake. There'll be beautiful, relaxing music, and I'm doing very, very simple, like mindful, Tai Chi based mindful movement exercises. And for the prints, well, not even that, these days it's really cheap. So 211 quid, you can stay there, you can do all the activities.
Friday to Saturday.
Friday to Sunday, that includes everything. You can pay a lot more for or 183 if you don't want en suite. So we go like this, transfer and down. Oh, I hope the door lasts. I've got told off by the caretaker. So we've changed arms. Sorry, I forgot to tell everyone. And then we'll sneak the other one in. So you transfer the weight, you turn the waist, and you want to try and bend your knees. You want to avoid this kind of thing. No, you want to bend the knees. So it's bending knees gets easier with practice. So we're trying both together, just for fun. And we're going in the direction. So yeah, the Monday morning class, 10:30 till 12, although it's longer, we tend to spend longer doing all the movements and do less of them. And it's more about, we're really focusing on balance and stability in that class. So it's worth checking out. The Monday night class at Burwell, that's more on balance and strength.
Where's that?
Burwell Sports Centre. I do have a whatchamacallits there, but the writing's too small, so I'm redoing them with easier to read writing, I hope. It's all a bit. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, so that's both together. So that movement happens in the. I'll show you. So when we do the ball, 1, 2, before this bit, and then that happens in the form, that one. And then we've also got this one. So this is one more upright. Let's do that one. And then we'll like to have a look at the punching. So you turn, so I'm exaggerating cross. That's it. So again, look at your posture. So it's like you want to bend the knees. Bend the knees, it's like you're sitting on a high chair. And you want to turn your waist, and then come back. Well, I'll chat to them, because I normally have, Steve sometimes comes on Zoom, so that's 2 chats, but I've not seen John.
It helps my address.
Well, no, I mean, if you know any more chaps that want to improve their balance, if you know anybody,
I'm all the way on
Come on.
time.
drag them, because I'm just thinking,
Too busy.
I mean,
I've
it would
noticed that.
be nice to have, well, just, you know.
I've
when
noticed that wherever I go, there's more women than men.
there's more women than men,
Yeah.
isn't it? Is it the case of the choir? Is there more women than men?
Yeah.
Is it?
There's twice as many women as men.
Okay.
Somebody got their hands moving.
You survived the females.
It must be very resilient. Resilient.
I'm just awkward.
Just awkward, stubborn. So there we go. So there's a little bit of a weight transfer, but it's not intentional. It just sort of happens because of what you're doing with your arm. That's better. Okay, just relax the shoulders more, everybody. And think of the circular, the round shape. So round shape. So both, see they're both round. That's better. Nice. Yeah, very good. So yeah, because you had nearly 3 years off, you've got it back pretty fast, which is good. You got it back pretty fast,
Yeah.
which is a good thing. And then one more time. We'll have another look at that one. So, yeah. So if you're having a knee thing, you can do that a lot, get your knees working. Then when you're standing, you'll be able to. Because what happens is we get into these habits from life, and a lot of people, like even people kind of my age and younger than me, they're all like walking like that, and their legs are all stiff. That's bad for me. If you're not and then when you walk, it's all you want to relax. So yeah. Good. So yeah, we'll do strutting at one point. I love that. The strutting exercise. Yeah, we'll have a look at that. But so the bit that happens in the form, that's it. 1, 2. Oh yeah, this one comes that way, and then it comes into there. That's it, and then it punches. Yeah. So what you can do is you can do the punches and exercise. So again, you're doing this weight transfer. You're doing this weight transfer. So what we're going to do, we're just going to do it with a hand outstretched. Just going to do that. So you can do it as a circle first off. So you have a circle and you turn. You have a circle and you turn. Let me just show you that the chair size of it. So the people at home doing the chair size, so it still works. So that pulls back and that comes forward. So there's a correspondence between the hands. They're aware of each other. They're aware of it. That's it. And all breathing. Very good. Very good. Very good. Lovely. That's it. Very nice. And you want to be aware of where your weight is moving. So you want to exaggerate the weight and you turn. Exaggerate the weight and turn round in a circle. Oh, my computer's doing something. I don't know what my computer's doing. Hopefully it won't switch the internet off. If it does switch the internet off, just carry on. You know what you're doing. And we're all breathing. I'll show you that. That's good. And then what you do is you just go forwards and back, forwards and back, forwards and back. Show you from the diagram, forwards and back, forwards and back. And then what you can do is you can tap your tummy. Tap your tummy. Tap your tummy. And I'm not overreaching with the arm, look. I'm not overreaching with the arm, I'm staying upright. As opposed to that's too much. You want to be just right. Just right. Just like that's it. And then what you do is you make a fist. You make a fist with the hand, come a bit closer. You come that way, and the fist is straight wrist, straight wrist, straight wrist. No. Perfect. So what's generating the momentum and the power is that weight shift. Now, my friend Faraz, who lives in Newcastle, when he does his punching, he used to have this really neat parlour trick. This really neat trick where he'd have a candle and he'd punch and it would like be about that far away from the candle flame, and then the candle flame would blow out. And then I tried to do it and couldn't even get the candle flame to move. And he did the same, and it would go poof, and the candle would go. So if you want to practice this at home, get a candle with a big flame on, and then just don't burn your hand away from the flame, because that's cheating. If you use your hand to put the candle, and you might set your clothes alight. So that
Make sure your car is going.
have a fire extinguisher nearby, and you can punch, and then when the candle goes out, then you've got it right. So you transfer, and it's very soft, very soft. How we do? So yeah, what you want to do is you want to think about the counterbalance, the counter effect. So if you look, there's a shoulders and the hip thing going on, and they work that way. You see, rough, like that. So yeah, I'll try. I'm going to get a candle, a big one, and also keep your feet flat on the ground. Feet flat on the ground.
Not burn fingers.
Yeah, don't burn your fingers, but try it out, because I was so impressed. You go in and look at this, and you go, oh, and then it would go, and then he lit it again, and he looked a bit smug. He was very good looking smug, very smug. And it goes out, and he goes, your turn, and I
No, I bet.
didn't do it.
I bet as he does that, he does.
No, it wasn't. I didn't know it. I didn't know it.
You sure?
It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. So he went all the way to Hong Kong to learn how to do that. He trained with a guy in Hong Kong, and they were doing lots of things, mainly standing still. They were doing lots of standing still, and then they were showing him, and then the guy, the Hong Kong guy, he'd do it, and then the candle flame, and then Ferris, he tried to do it, he couldn't do it, and then the master laughed at him. So he went and practiced, and did not give up, and he practiced, and then he, it wouldn't work, and then he did it again, and then finally he worked out how to get rid of the candle flame. It's the most,
It's speed at which you.
the speed of the air, and then the air blows it.
Yeah.
But you have to be very relaxed. If you do it stiff, the candle flame doesn't go out. If you do it relaxed, boom, but I'm going to try that, because that's a good thing. It's nice practicing. And the other thing I do, I've got in my garden, I've got a punch bag, and if you do like your punches and your kicks against the punch bag, it's if you do it in the air, you can fool yourself a lot. But obviously, if you have gloves on, so you don't hurt anything. Well, it's quite a soft punch bag, so it's okay without things on your hand. And then when you do this one, you can feel, you have to get your structure right if you're hitting it against something. Because if the structure's not right, it doesn't work as well. So try it again, or get one of your relatives or your friend or whoever you're living with, or a friend next to the neighbour to hold up some pads for you about there, and then you can practice hitting the pad. And they might need to hold the pad with both hands like that. That's not bad. You're overreaching a bit more. You wanna not like that. You wanna be like this. So don't get too enthusiastic. It's actually the hand going back. You want to overemphasize. That's the hand going back. 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or as long as it takes until the candle flame goes out. That's not bad. We'll come back to that. Any questions so far? So let's do that same time. One time is in 1/4 hour. Then we can all go home. Good. Well, you can go home. I can't. I've got another. I've got 2 hours in Brownlee. Then I'm going back for my dinner, and then I've got a 2-hour class with Mike. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 hours. Actually, 6 hours of Tai Chi, because I do the practice as well. So 6 hours on a Wednesday is great. It's good for you. It is good for you. So let me just think. Yeah, let's try that. We'll do that as a. So you have your foot slightly forward. So you're in like a bow and arrow stance, but it's like a horse stance, but with the foot slightly back. So it's not like the normal bow and arrow stance. It's a sort of bigger. So what we're going to do is we're going to go like that. So it's like that, and then up, cross, down, separate. Yeah. So it makes a nice little health exercise. 3, 4. I'll do that from the diagonal. Like we're having to overrun slightly because I got stuck in Burwell against my will. Sorry about that. Although there's worse places to get stuck in. You know, London. Being the most obvious. 6. That's good. So we'll put these things together. Yeah, we had to open the door a bit because it got a bit humid in here. 8. I've got to be able to count now. 9 and 10. Marvellous. Right, now we do that on the other side. Right? 1. Theta, cross. 2, that's there. You go down, and 2. 3. So you feel the connections through the body. So this is something I've never actually been taught by any of my teachers. I just kind of worked out through my own practice because I wanted to get this move right. And if anything, it was one of my music teachers. So if there was a bit that you found tricky, what you do is you find the bit that you find tricky, and you just do that bit over and over and over again until it got smooth. Then you add extra bits either side of it, and it works for Tai Chi. So that's what we're doing at the moment. We're just doing this as a health exercise. So you go into the back foot, you sink down, then you go into the front foot. Now, if you're in a chair, you have to busk it a bit. But yeah, you've got it. You've got it. Good job. Yeah. Very good at chair exercises, Louise. She's really good at it. That's it. Okay, so it's like that. Now this time you come back and make a fist, and then you punch. Then you come back, turn, make a fist, punch. Yeah, I knew it had to be tricky. We're doing it both sides, so don't worry if you haven't got it one side. Arms up. It's just, we'll have another, this is a good exercise. I'll have to practice this at home, I think. So let's try that. So we go back, forwards, like that, and then that's it. It's very confusing. Ah! I can't do it that side. Hang on.
That's fine, right?
That side. Sorry, I started thinking about it, and then my brain melted,
Yeah,
and now I don't know what's happening.
Depends if left hand or right hand. It's easier to punch right hand, me, left.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So it's like that. Yeah, I'll work on that one. It's such a new exercise. I can't do it yet. That'll do. Yeah. Well done. So just 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. It's just all in the waist. Oh, well, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm doing
Yeah.
that.
Wow, that really melted the brain. You know, I will work on that at home. Now I've invented this wonderful genius exercise. So just to show you what happens. So yeah. So we've just done that. So if you want to join in Rosemary with this bit, you can. So we go like that, we go like that, and then we punch. And that's that bit. Very good. Okay, we'll keep trying to do bits of it's probably best to get all the components of the form just perfect, then we can put it together in this flowing beautiful thing. So we were looking at this one as well the other week. So we'll review that. We'll review that one as well, but I don't want to, we can only fit in a certain amount in each class, unfortunately. We really need 5-hour classes, that's the problem. So, oh, they're great. No, it's much easier when there's tea and cake and there's food and crisps and salads and quiches and, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Works brilliant. Like when I did the broadsword, I spent 7 hours, it was 7 hours on broadsword. Oh, it was wonderful, absolutely wonderful. But because of all the food everybody had brought, and we'd stop for a break, and then we'd be munching, munch-a-size, and then we'd go back, and it was much better, and there'd be tea and coffee and chocolate and red bush for, you know, and herbal tea and all sorts. And it worked really, really well, really well. So how's that? Is that feeling a bit better? Yeah, good. And let me know how long the knees last
Yeah.
for the thing, and then do yourself, now you know what to do, you can do yourself a top one. Yeah, it's very, very good. So I'm just turning when we're breathing. So you just do that. Okay, and then we'll do 5 silk breathing number ones. 1. Just to check that it's still working. 2. It's always working. That's better. 3. So at 4. So Master One Hedron in Manchester does 5. 5. Okay, then we change sides. So he only does 4 or 5. And then 2. 3. 4. Oh, beautiful. Okay. One more time. So you're just scanning down the front of the body, allow the back muscles to relax. And then embrace the tide, return to the mountain. Yeah, I'll work on that. Because I only just sort of thought it up really. So, and it's so good, I'm gonna have to. Oh, how cool. Wonderful. So yeah, when you're getting a bad knee, now you know what to do. But if it's bad and smart, be very careful in tapping it if it's painful. Don't get too enthusiastic because you could compound the issue, you know. So be sensible. Yeah. Be sensible. So yeah. So we're rub the hands together, and then we'll look super. You look super young and quiet. And polish the braids, marble. And then the face lift, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, very nice. And rub the hands together again. And then we'll roll back, we'll roll. And we don't need to put the chairs away because the choir needs to sit on them. That's good. And they'll need more out. And they'll need more out, yeah. So we'll have to sort it out. Okay, and then embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. I'll work on it today actually, and every day, and then we'll do it next week properly. So I'll be able to explain it better, having done it a few more times than on the hoof. One more time. Just sit or stand really tall. So feel the ground, tune into the ground, and just tune into your spinal alignment and tune into breath. So breathing in, breathing out. And then make a fist with the right hand, left hand over the top, feet together, and bow. Brilliant. Well done, everyone. It's one thing. Yeah, well done. We'll do more. I'll practice that and we'll be able to teach it to you properly next week.
I'll like now.
Yes, please, that'd be great. Right, well done, everyone. That was cool.
Bye.
Bye.